Greetings everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining me here in this space, it's a great video for you to start with. But if you're in the community for a while and you don't know my antecedents, where I'm coming from, how I got here, this video is also going to be very clarifying and eye-opening for you. It gives context to how I became the woman I am today and why I'm so firm and grounded in the things I believe around growth, facing challenges, choosing to change, and not responding to critics, but responding to the call on your life and your purpose. I had the pleasure of sharing with some students at Knox College, and I used my own journey as a troubled teenager who is now able to mentor teens to show them that you don't have to start perfectly, but if you take certain key decisions along the way, no matter how young you are, you can set yourself up for success. So I hope you enjoyed this video that gives you some background information on who I am. Feel free to drop in the comments anything that jumps out at you, any bit of information or fact from my past that made you go, oh, because it's so shocking. If you met me when I was grown and gathered, a lot of this information will catch you by surprise, but I believe in owning your story, where you're coming from, what you've had to go through, because it's evidence of your own excellence and ability to overcome, to change, to grow, to be resilient. And I don't know about anybody else, but where I'm coming from is critical to where I am today. And it helps to give me good context and remind myself of the power I have to choose the life I want to live. And when it's not working out, to unchoose and re-choose. So if you have a teenager who you are raising, who you want to help to find a little more clarity on their path, share this video with them. But make no mistake, no matter where you are, you can learn from these gems. Take a feel.
I'm a student of 4 high schools. When I did GSAT, I passed for Merle Grove High School, which was in Kingston. And after 2 years at Merle Grove High School, they called my mother in and said, I have to be moved because they were about to either suspend or expel me. And I don't know if this is still the case, but if you get suspended or kicked from school, you end up in a bad school, right? So you can't have to go to no more good school because they're not going to take you with that kind of record. So they called my mommy and they said, no man, Krystal, she do her work, she's smart, she's bright, we feel like she have a future and some potential and we don't want her to go to waste. So move her so we don't have to kick her. So my mother came to Merle Grove, shocked, because that's not who she was raising, moved me to a different school. And she moved me to Alpha Academy. Who knows Alpha Academy? Alright, so it's in Kingston, it's on South Camp Road, and it's the Convent of Mercy, Alpha, which means that it's run by nuns. So my mother thought the nuns would definitely fix me. Because when them done in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, between every good morning and good afternoon, the Holy Spirit must possess me and take control of my life. I lasted 1 year at Alpha Academy. Same thing happened. They calling my mother again. Bright little girl, she have a future. We don't want to kick her, but if you don't move her, we're going to have to kick her. By that time, I was a gang leader. I had my own little gang, and we would walk from Alpha Academy downtown. And you know, as a gang leader, you have to be involved in certain things like fighting and starting fights, right? So you have to pick on people and you have to encourage certain kinds of behavior. And I'm starting this way because I want you to know I'm not here because I had a perfect start, right? So if there's anybody in this room that's listening, is you are talking to. If you feel like you've had a bad start and you're not sure how it's going to turn out, I want to use my story to encourage you that it's not too late to change. My mother said, all right, since the nuns couldn't fix you, I'm going to move into country. And we ended up at Manchester High. I lasted 2 years at Manchester High School. But I lasted up to my C6. I got to Manchester High for 4th and 5th form. Got all my subjects, qualified to apply for 6th form. But one of the subjects I got the highest in the island for theatre arts. But do my work. If I want to with me, they're going to do my work. I'm going to get you to school enough, but I'm going to go home and I'm going to do my work. Yeah. So the teacher will style me, but she can't style me 7 notes. Right? She will put me out, but she will call me back and give me 100% and me 95% and so. But when I finished, and I was applying for 6th form, the principal, Mr. Gabriel, he's still the principal now, he told my mother that he not accepted me. And she was confused because I have the grades, right? And he said, while Krystal is good doing her work, she's not good for the community. And so we can't have that kind of person in our sixth form program. We want high quality students who are good for the school community. And I said, you know what? This is not happening again. We're going to try and get into another school because she insists that I'm going to sixth form. And if I get into the school for sixth form, I'm not giving any more trouble. I'm going to turn over a new page and make sure that the next time my mother comes to school, she's sitting down in an audience with other parents to clap for something. I didn't know what I was going to do, you know. But I was tired of my mother coming to school, walking down the corridor to the principal's office, and then every student, every teacher walk behind her like, yes, no, I wonder what Krystal, you know. Never liked that for my mother. My mother was a responsible mother. My mother made sacrifices for me and my brother to have things that she did not have. She was a single mother of 2 children. She got up every morning, we lived in Mandeville, and she drove to Kingston and drove back home for work every single day. The only reason she was in Mandeville is because I was giving myself trouble at school. And I said, I'm not doing that to my mother anymore. She's not abusing me, she's not starving me, she's not neglecting me. She's setting a good example. Why can't I be a child that she is proud of? There's somebody who is working hard to find money for you to come to school each day. It's time for us, each of us, in this room to decide that we're going to make them proud. Because guess what? A lot of our parents would have wanted to put in the 17, 22, 32 inch Brazilian wig and can't wear it. You know why? You have to book them in your school bag. Yeah, the wig money is your school book money. You have parents out here who would like to buy a fresh class because daddy want a top too when they come up on the road. But you know what it is now? You have all the class instead. You get the good leather shoes, but can stand up to the rainwater at daytime and last it for the school year. Your father would want a new fresh pair of jeans and put on some of the Psycho Bunny t-shirt them too. He want hot, right? Daddy want hot. Mommy want to buy her Bridget, and she want to do her face every time she going out. But what has she done with that instead? She paid an auxiliary fee, so that principal now come tap you every other week and remind you, say, tell your parents, say, you have to pay the auxiliary fee or you can't come. It's called your lunch money. So even if you can't buy the box food, the money that your mother could have used and put on lash and do her nails and get her massage and her pedicure, I eat to buy you the butter cheese and the orange juice. I eat to buy you the patty and the cocoa bread. I eat to say you're going to bother for line up in here a week time. So while you might not have the actings that everybody else have, while when you go home, you don't have a 3-course meal waiting for you, you could not leave home if somebody in the house was not making a sacrifice for you to come to school. Truth or lie? Truth. So when you come to school and the teacher asks you to pay attention, remember you have to pay attention. Because you never had to be in this room with everybody else. There are children at home because mommy chose the Bridget over their education. That 15,000 and that 20,000 bought the slippers and it did not buy the school uniform. So when you're in this space, just remember the sacrifice that people make every single day. The lunch that your mother, your father, your grandmother don't eat, so you can eat lunch. The leave when you can't leave house to go hustle, so you can leave and come to school. The dinner where you go home to, and if you feel sufficient, remember say them eating none of it, so you can have all of it. So if that is your reality, don't come to school and farm food. And if you've been forming the food like I was doing for 5 entire years, it is not too late for you to change your mind and change course. And that brings me to the first principle of leadership. In my mind, you can't change the world. You can't change anything at all in the world if you're unable to change yourself. You cannot change anything at all in the world if you're unable to change yourself. So the fact that you have had a bad start or an imperfect start, or you're not exactly where you want to be, the mark of a true leader is to be able to change themselves. Change their mind about what they're doing, change their behavior about how they're doing things, and change even the vision that they have of themselves so they can walk into something that is bigger and more inspiring. So if we want to change the world, the first thing we have to do is change what? Ourselves. At 16 I said, I'm gonna change. So my mother went and she applied for me to go to sixth form at Departure College. So some days this thing I get a little trouble. I mount off to the teacher them and I big fight with people, but when they get catch, unlike before when they stand up in the wrongdoing, I know reforming, so I'm apologizing. I didn't mean to. If you don't call my mommy, I will straighten up the staff room. If you don't send out that letter, I will help you mark the papers for lower school. Anything you want me to do at school, I am available to do it. But don't call my mother. She's not supposed to come here. And the teacher saw that I was trying, right? And again, I do the work, so I earn a little grace from the teachers. So, if anybody here is being undisciplined, I want to caution you. You can't bad and dunce. The matrix no balance out. You can't bad and dunce. Nothing working for you in any of the categories. Pick a struggle, one at a time. One at a time. You can't be struggling on both fronts. So the teachers were able to give me a little grace. And they said, all right, Krystal, next time, make sure. All right then. And I made it the 2 years at the Catholic College, and my mother never came to school. But when I joined the Debating Society, we won at the time the Manchester Cooperative Credit Union Parish Debates Competition. And the prize for the winning school at the time were computers for the school's computer lab. Imagine me, best speaker for the entire competition. Bring my school to victory. I'm bringing home 5 computers for the school laboratory. You know who I call? Mother. Me. My mother came to school and she was sitting in the audience, and what was she doing? Clapping. I feel so good. When they call me name and they say Krystal Tomlinson. And my mother was in the audience and she could have said, get right down to that and clap and be proud. I said, that is what I said I was going to do for my mother. And that is what I did. And I felt proud of myself. And from that time on, me not stop gear things for clap out. But the lesson in that part of my story is that it is not too late to change course and decide to do better. And if on your own you don't want better for yourself, at least want better on behalf of the people who believe in you so much that they are sacrificing and doing without for you to come here. The second thing I want to share with you, when you get into a space that has an opportunity, you have to step into it. You can sit down and say, boy, nobody don't know me. Boy, me don't have no fancy school behind me. Boy, me never get the highest grade and the highest average. If we sit down and think that something there, we will take no step and do no thing at all. But I decided in my head that I will create the opportunities I want. If I don't see the opportunity, I'm going to create it for myself. But if I see it, I step in. Almost did not try out for the university debating team. But I tried out. And when I tried out, I made the team. They were picking 4 people and about 12 or 14 people audition. And they were picking only 4. I'm going to make the 4. You know where I went for that first time ever on a plane? Guess the country. Florida, like that's the US. Guess again. Australia. England. Canada. Guyana. Argentina, hey man, no man, look at the team, smart the team. Somebody else said Barbados, where I was going, there was no Caribbean Sea. Matter of fact, they not even talk English. It was Turkey, which was in Europe. My first time on a plane, we never go Florida. All along with their Jamaican my friend, they were going for the holiday, and they're going to Florida, and they say, Lord, tell me, go bring back a little something for me. And they were going to New York, and they were going to England. No. I passed through England on my way. I passed through Florida on my way to Turkey. But how did I get there? I did not allow the opportunity to audition for the team to pass me by. I never smile at myself and say, "Chum gonna come from this, chum gonna have that, chum gonna stay like everybody else." I'm at a disadvantage. I may not have had the experience that they had, but I have an ability to amass and store data in my head, so I can read and prepare myself. Can I have a volunteer? Person can join me up here. What's your name? Daniel, you are deputy head boy. Daniel, Stasia has, I think $1,000 for you. you can have a seat. Now, people like Daniel are doing everything in their life, right? Daniel, you hear me ask for a volunteer. And Daniel never sit down and say, Lord, I know she can't do it. Lord, I know I'm back to say, suppose you see someone doing for you. No, Daniel, let's get up, put him back safely, and meet your person. Because whatever I'm going to ask him to do, he trusts himself to be able to do it. You know, we're not going to invite him to a brawl or a fight. So I read the room and she said, we are here for good and upstanding business. So if she asked for a volunteer, what's the harm? What's the harm? Nothing I'm going to do me. That is how you have to look at the world. When you see opportunities, you have to be prepared to take them. Deal? Deal. So from Turkey, we try again for the team next year. We make it one next time. We end up at Botswana, which is in Africa. We try again one next time. We end up in Manila, which is in the Philippines. So always give it a shot and trust yourself to figure it out. If you don't get through, you learn and you have an opportunity to try it again if that opportunity ever returns. We're making that promise? So it's not too late to change. Wherever you are right now, you can decide to be in a line and lane here, I'm going to switch lanes because this looks like it will tell me where we want to go. When you switch the lane and you start to move, I want you to remember that there are going to be some things that come up and you're not quite sure about it, but we're going to keep moving. We're not going to stop, we're not going to look around and wait and watch and see who can come with it. We're going to just trust yourself to figure it out one step at a time. Because we're not fools, no. Let me tell you something to remind you. If you ever start feeling like you're not smart enough or you're not competent enough. All of us were born babies, right? We could not walk. What did we do? Creep. And we creep until we learn to walk. When we come out, we couldn't even talk. What we used to do? Ball, anything you want. I'm hungry. I want to chill. Until we learn to talk. We learned an entire language, English. I will catch out 3 years old. We learned an entire English language. At age 3, show you how your man's smart. Now your Spanish teacher spent 4 or 5 years for you and the one Spanish and you can't learn it yet. But I want you to remember that in 3 years, as a baby, you learned the entire English language and could communicate. You were born to learn. So anything you feel like you don't know or you don't know yet, just remember how you were born, incapable of doing anything at all. You never even knew how to go to the bathroom on your own, but what you do? You learn. You never know how to read, but what you do? You learn. You never know how to spell your name, and what you do? You learn. Could count to 10, 20, or 100, but what you do? Learn. So no matter what it is that is in front of you, don't make it intimidate you. You are smart enough from the day you drop on this earth, you learn big things and hard things, and you can learn this too, and figure it out. Can we agree to that? The other thing I'm going to ask you to do now, do not allow the opinions that people have of you to break your heart, break your stride, and take you off track. Now, let's be real. For some of us, the hottest words that we are hearing are inside our homes. The names that people are calling us that make us break down and just can't manner. Unfortunately, sometimes it's mommy saying it to you, daddy saying it to you, grandma saying it, uncle saying it, brother, sister saying it, the neighbor saying it. Then you reach home and you just want easy back, and all kinds of negative things are coming at you. Even in those moments, I mean, when you think of the friends at school alone you're talking about, anybody who wants to talk you down from your excellence, anybody who wants to talk you out of your self-confidence and your opportunities, anybody who wants to smile you up and set you back in a corner, because in Jamaican experience, you know, look the cousin. We're supposed to have at school. The prettier cousin to go, the browner cousin to go, the cousin to go, the auntie here must be the one we go. Don't let them talk you out of your future, out of your opportunities, out of your education, and out of your excellence. Now, some of you can answer them back, right? So you have to kind of sit down and hear what they say, and swallow your tongue and bite your lip. And you can't make it look like that bite your lip, and you stick them your tongue on your shoulder and push you off of the bed, right? So we have to understand context. You're not saying go home and say, Mama, let me tell you something, you can't talk me out of my excellence, you know. But now, so you have to go look in your father's face and say, hey, let me tell you something about that.
Anything when you say, just go over my head, okay? You can't chat to me, you can't style me. I'm not sending you home to do that. What I want you to do though, is to be able to hear it. Because if you can't come out of the space right now, we just have to be in the space with it, right? Hear it, take it for what it is, but let it right yourself. Don't carry it to the go in your room and sit down and think about it and start believe it and write about it in your journal and say it's true and come to school, come live it. Because some of the things that they're telling you that your workplace and you're not going to come out to nothing, they want that for you. But you don't have to want that for yourself. What I want you to know. You lead by first being able to lead yourself. If you can't change your mind, you can't change nothing at all. Leadership requires you to take risks sometimes when nobody's following you, when nobody's encouraging you. Believe that whatever it is before you, you are wise enough and smart enough to figure it out. Trust yourself. You are wise, you are brilliant, you're smart. Trust yourself. And the third thing is, you can't sway with every breeze that blows. You can't allow everybody to have something to say, to speak in your good ears, and eventually confuse you. Find your own instinct, inner voice, gut, and trust yourself as you're moving through life, to figure it out as you're going. Everybody's voice can be the voice we listen to. As I know, they say, one voice and another done voice. So when everybody else just start, just go back to whoever the done voice is and follow through on that. Jamaica is not where we want it to be right now, but I believe if every single Jamaican coming up through the education system decides that they're going to be the change that they want to see, nothing can stop our country from getting better. So I'm inviting you all to lead yourselves so that eventually you can lead our country to become the place of choice, to live, work, raise families, and do business, because we have to rich, right? Real rich. So we want to make some money and do business. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much.
And let me, of course, can I have a standing round of applause for our guest speaker for this afternoon, please? And keep standing, guys, because what he spoke to us, he didn't come as those guest speakers we talk over we head. We don't understand when you said the words meticulous, scrutinized, ostentation. You didn't speak over our heads, but you spoke to various situations and conditions that would have been presented here today. And you also shared your experience to show us saying, no, we never just born as the person I am. We never just born as Miami's host. We never just born as influencer. But you actually came from humble beginnings and it made you the person you are today. And we thank you for your words. And hopefully you remember, so we have to reach, right? And we now know that our humble beginnings, whatever beginnings we are from, it does not define us. It is not what we should see ourselves as. But we should always go back to the dawn, right? Always have to go back to the dawn and believe in ourselves. Because if we listen to what other people say, then something will stop with. But thank you for your words. Thank you for the impacts that you have made on each and every one of us. And trust me, your words definitely did not fall on stony grounds. Thank you and continue to do all that you do. Thank you for being the gracious, the beautiful, the influencer, the majestic Miss Krystal Tomlinson. Thank you always for your impact. May God continue to bless you and inspire you from young college to Miss Tomlinson. And round of applause, please. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
We're going to be rich in spirit, really rich. We're going to be rich in education, really rich. We're going to be rich in our bank account, right? Rich. That's right.
Tell the truth. Something in that story surprised you. Remember to tell me in the comments. The big lessons for me every time I share my story is not to get obsessed with a perfect start. Don't be ashamed of what your start looks like. Don't be afraid of what the middle looks like up to the final moments heading to the finish line, the end of our lives, we still have the power to change the outcome. So don't stress about perfect, focus on the progress. Don't look to compete. Clarify what your purpose and your personal destiny is here on this earth. You have responsibility for your life. You have to take action, but you can't do that if you're not paying attention and choosing deliberately each next step and giving it your best shot. So, rooting for you always and in all ways. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now is a very good time. So pause, like, and subscribe. I'll see you in another video very soon. Blessings.